Okay, now we can begin. So first, we'll take a comfortable seat, in the chair or on the floor. And then just take a breath, come into yourself. You can close your eyes. Feel where you connect with the earth, your feet, your sitting bones. And then feel your breath. Breathing through your nose if you can. Gently expanding with the inhale. Drawing in and up on the exhale. Imagining your breath lining up your spine. Connecting with the earth, feeling grounded and expansive. And then draw your hands in front of your heart. And you may join me in the sound of Om. Inhale. Om. Bow your head to your heart. Lift your heart, open your eyes, and we can begin. Okay, so let's just roll the shoulders. Again, you can coordinate with your breath, inhaling the shoulders up, exhaling, letting them slide down the back. Inhale up, exhale down. And then get your head right up over your spine, chin parallel to the floor. Exhale to one side. Inhale back, neck nice and long. Exhale and inhale. Moving with the breath. And come back to center. And we're going to do a lot of standing. So let's take off our socks. You have them on. You want to let them go. Okay, so take a nice standing posture. The feet lined up with the hip bones, the knees, straight forward. Root through your feet and lift your heart, lift your head up over your heart. And then let's open our chests. So inhale, open, exhale, elbows together. Inhale and exhale. It's warming up the joints, it's movement and breath. Now the next inhale, let's hold it open, root through your feet, stretch up through your heart, draw your elbows back. And just feel yourself getting taller. Root through your feet and draw the belly in and up on the exhale. And release. Okay. And then let's do arms overhead with maybe a little knee bend. So we're going to inhale up, exhale back. Inhale, exhale. and back to center. Let's do a side stretch. That always feels good. So root through your feet, line up, stand up tall. Imagine rooting. Let's root through your right foot, draw your right arm up, and just exhale, stretching to the left, rooting through your feet, breathing into your side, stretching your ribs open with your breath. No pain. Inhale back up. Just take a breath. See how you feel side to side. And then the other side, so we're going to stand up tall, draw the shoulders up, let them slide down the back, stretch your tailbone down, your heart up. Inhale the left arm up, root through the left foot. Both sides are long. And you exhale. Oh, I forgot to mirror you. Inhale back up and down. There. Okay. Let's do our sun salutations. So you're going to root down, inhale the arms up, exhale back down to your heart. Inhale up and exhale back to your heart. And inhale and exhale. And then let's set up the chair for the next part of it. So you want the chair seat facing you. We're going to inhale up, exhale over. Step your feet back for down dog. Your feet are right under your hips. You're stretching your back long. Spread your fingers. You can bend your knees. Nice long stretch. And then let's straighten the knees and inhale forward. Draw your shoulders back. Draw your belly in and up. And exhale back. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale back. And then let's draw the right foot forward. Turn your left toes under for a lunge. Stretch your heart up. And then step forward. And bend the left knee, step the right foot back for a lunge. Stretch your heart up. And then step forward. I'm going to inhale the arms up. Exhale back to your heart. Inhale. Exhale back to your heart. And take a breath. And release. And then let's sit down again. Stretch out our legs. Sit on the edge of the seat, your sitting bones on the edge of the seat. Sit up tall. Draw the shoulders up and back. We're going to inhale. I'm going to mirror you. So inhale, fingers under your right thigh. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale and exhale. Draw your toes apart and back. And now root through your right foot and hold the root through your left foot, hold the right one out, rotate your ankle one way, the other way, root and stretch and release. So the knees are hip width apart, the feet directly under the knees. Gonna reach under your left thigh and inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, heart stretches up, foot stretches out, and exhale. Moving with the breath, and only going as high as feels good. Hold it out, root through your right foot. And rotate your left ankle. And then hold it for a breath, drawing your toes back and apart. And release. Okay. So we're going to do a sequence either in the chair or on the floor. So I just want to remind those of you who are staying in the chair, when we do the locust pose, you're going to do this cobra pose where you plant your feet and stretch your heart up. So let's just do one of those. So we're going to inhale the shoulders up, draw the shoulders back, take your hands back to the chair, draw your elbows back, root through your feet, stretch up through your heart. And release. Okay, so a little bit of a upper back bend. Now we'll all start standing, the knee to nose pose. So hanging onto the chair, standing up tall. Draw your right knee up and right heel back and stretch up. Exhale, inhale back, exhale, inhale back. Stretch your right foot forward and your left arm up if it feels good. Feel your balance. Back down, step forward. Other side, we're gonna inhale the left leg back, back leg is straight. We're gonna exhale up, inhale back. And last one, hold your left leg straight. Inhale the right arm up if it feels safe and good. And stretch open. And exhale back. Okay, so if you're in the chair, you're going to continue doing that. Otherwise, we're going to go to the floor. And so get down on your hands and knees. Hands, fingers extended, pointing a little outward. Knees under the hips, wrists under the shoulders. And we're gonna inhale the right leg back, exhale knee to nose. Inhale, toes can be on the floor or not. Exhale. Hips should be even. And then the last one, take your right leg back and get the toes underneath. And then really draw everything to the midline, draw your shoulders down your back. And inhale, the left arm up, And you can experiment with lifting the right leg, keeping your hips even. Feel your breath up and down the midline. And release. And we can just go back into child's pose for a moment. Let that go. And come back up. Lining up. Feel your breath. Feel your spine long. You can kind of pull your fingers back to draw your heart forward. Then we're going to inhale the left leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, well, not quite to the nose. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale. And extend the left leg, toes under. Line up to your breath. Experiment with lifting the left arm. I'm sorry, the right arm and the left leg. Lining up with your breath, experimenting with your balance, and back. And let's go back into child's pose. Knees apart, toes together, stretching into a long spine. And back up. And so now we're going to introduce a new little back bend. If you want to go to the chair, you do the cobra pose where you stretch your heart up. But this one, we're going to come down on our bellies. So you can come down, bring your knees, your chest, your chin all the way down. Take your hands back by your sides with the palms facing down. Get long in your spine, stretch your neck long. And then inhale your head and shoulders, possibly your arms off the mat, and breathe. And really, on the exhale, squeeze your belly in and up. You don't want to feel any pain in your back. And release back down, make a pillow for your head, and just rest for a second. And then we'll go back into that pose so that the head is straight down, hands are back. Draw the shoulders up and back so the shoulder blades are on your back. And then experiment with lifting your legs. And if you like, you can experiment with lifting your arms and legs, but no pain. This is locust pose, Salabhasana. And release. And make a pillow for your head. And back to hands and knees. Back to child's pose. And come on up. So the strong leg goes forward, hands to that knee, and step on up. Okay. So now we can do our warrior poses. So you remember warrior 2. Your hips are straight on this towards the side of your mat. You take a wide stance. Turn your right toes out. Left toes in just a little bit, and the heel of your front foot intersects the instep of your back foot. And then we're going to get really tall. So root through your feet and then inhale the shoulders up and back. Draw the arms out. Draw the arms into the shoulder socket. And then exhale the front knee down. Inhale back. Make sure the knee goes straight over the second toe, but you don't go beyond a 90-degree angle. None of this. You can get a wider stance if you want. And then we're going to hold it. You can count your breaths. Make sure your knee is tracking right over the second toe and that it's not wider, not an acute angle. And just feel your breath. Feel your feet. Look out over your front fingers. And when you're ready, you can straighten the front knee and come back. And then bring your feet forward and carefully step back together. And take a breath. And then we'll step wide again. Turn the left toes out, right toes in just a little bit. Inhale the arms, the shoulders up and back. Extend the arms and then exhale the knee down. Inhale up, exhale, inhale, exhale. And then we're going to hold the last one. Feel your feet, especially that back foot, grounding through the back edge of your back foot. Breathing up tall, looking out over your front fingers, making sure the knee is tracking directly over the second toe. And feel your breath. And feel when your breath tells you it's time to stop. But holding these poses is what builds bones and muscles, so it's really good to hold them. And then bring your toes forward and step back together. Okay. Let's do warrior one. No, let's change that. Let's do tree. We can line up. Take a breath. Inhale the shoulders up and back. And let's just close our eyes for a minute. Take your hands in front of your heart. And if you feel stable, you can close your eyes. Feel your feet. Feel your breath. Feel your hands pressing into each other on that midline of the body. Head floating up over your spine. Breath up and down the midline of the body. And then gently open your eyes. Release. So we'll get centered for tree pose. So you draw the shoulders up, let them slide down the back, root through your feet, root through your right foot. Hang on to the chair or the wall, or experiment with your balance. Take your toes to the ankle or the shin or the thigh. Feel your feet, feel your breath. Experiment with your balance. Release the knee forward and down. And then just shake that off. Do the other side. So line up. Feel your feet. Taller with your exhale. root through your left foot, take your right foot to the ankle or the shin or the thigh. Line up to your breath. And find a focal point. Just noticing. And then bring your knee forward and down. Okay. Let's sit down again. And work on some breath action. So again, you line up, you're sitting on the front of the chair, you can feel your sitting bones, you can feel your feet rooting into the earth. Draw your shoulders up, let them slide down your back. And I find that this working the legs helps me feel my breath, the exaggerated breath that we sometimes use in yoga. So you're going to take your right knee over your left, squeeze the knees together, you root through your feet, you can hold the knee, and just imagine on the inhale, your diaphragm, your belly expands, your diaphragm reaches down, you widen in the front and the back. On the exhale, you squeeze the knees together, squeeze your diaphragm, your pelvic floor in and up. On the exhale, inhale, keep that height, inhale, get wider, exhale, squeeze everything in and up. And so go with your own breath, but inhale, you get wide, you reach down through the diaphragm and pelvic floor. On the exhale, you draw pelvic floor, diaphragm, belly in and up. And it's all about the exhale. Make sure you get a complete exhale with all the air going out. And then uncross the legs. Cross the legs on the other side. The left knee over right. Squeeze the legs together. And hold on to the knee to sit up tall. And again, just focus on your breath. Inhale, you get wide in your back and your front. Exhale, draw everything in and up. Feel yourself get taller. Now, some of these things don't make a whole lot of sense in the beginning, but just imagine that your pelvic floor is rising. Imagine that you're drawing in and up and getting taller. And breathing through your nose, if you can. And uncross. And take a breath. So that's a little bit of an exaggerated breath that we often use in yoga to power up a pose. So we'll keep working on that. And let's get back to warrior one. So you have your chair in front of you like this. I'm going to do it facing you. So the hips are facing the front of your mat. Get tall. Take the left foot forward, right foot back and out to the side. Hips are working to stay even. So your right hip draws back, your left hip draws forward. And now we're going to exhale, bend that knee, inhale back up. Exhale, arms up or out to the side. Inhale up. Exhale, and inhale. And then next one, we're going to hold it. So you can take your arms out here if it feels better, or up above, root through your back foot, the whole back foot. That leg is really strong. And breathe into a long spine. And then step forward. And take a breath and just see how you feel. So we need to do the other side to even up. So bend the left knee, take the right foot back. Hips are square. We're gonna inhale and exhale. Bend the front knee and inhale the arms up. Exhale back. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. And then we're going to hold it. So inhale up, press through the back foot. Breathe up. You can practice that exaggerated exhale if you like. And step forward. And take a breath. Okay. And now we're going to build on Warrior 1 with Warrior 3. So you can have your chair this higher or lower. And you're going to stand in front of the chair. You bend your right knee, take your left foot back. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and then come forward. And if it feels good, lift the back leg. Hips are even. You stretch your heart forward. Warrior 3. Really strengthening the hips and legs. And step forward and come up. So all these one-legged poses are very strengthening. It doesn't matter how high you lift the other leg. It just really works your hips and your leg muscles. So we'll do the other side now. So you bend the left knee, take the right foot back. We're going to inhale up, exhale down, and inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then we're going to come forward, hang on to the chair, lift the back leg, stretch through your heart. Possibly experiment with your balance. For Warrior 3. And inhale back. Okay. So let's either come on to your back or stay in the chair for hip stretch and our final relaxation. Or you might, if you're in the chair and you want to move to a bed or a sofa, that's good too. So I'm going to move to the floor. Bring your blankets with you. You can have something for under the head, possibly. Under the knees, but not yet. Okay, so we're going to get down on the floor. You always come down on your side first so you don't strain your back. Take the arm out and then roll over to your back. Okay. So just again, line up, long spine. Your head, you want not way back. You don't want it like your neck facing the sky. You want your chin just level. So gonna bend the knees, take your right ankle over your left thigh, draw the toes back. Two choices here. You can either grab that leg and bring it in. Well, let's do that first. Just move that leg around in the hip socket. Bring it back to the knee. You can continue doing that, or depending on your hip flexibility, you can reach your hands behind the left thigh. You pull that thigh towards you and extend your knee away from you. Your right knee away from you, your left knee towards you. Draw your toes up towards your knees to protect your knees. So this is another variation of a hip stretch. But no pain, especially in the knee. You might feel a stretch in your backside, but you don't want the joint to hurt. And release. Take a breath. Roll the shoulders underneath you. And we're going to draw the left ankle across the right knee. And let's first just grab that foot and move the hip in the socket. And then you can continue doing that or cross your ankle over your knee. Interlace your fingers behind the right thigh. And draw your toes back to protect your knee. Extend your left knee away from you. Draw your right knee in. And breathe into the stretch. And release. And now take both knees. You can draw them in. Exhale. Inhale away. Exhale. Just moving with your own breath. And then you can release and prepare for our final resting pose. So you may want to put a blanket under your knees or rest your feet up on the chair. I'm going to sit up so you can hear me. The main thing is to get really comfortable. So you roll your arms out, roll your legs, your feet out. And let's take a big inhale and release it through your mouth. And again, releasing any residual tension, just inhale, open your mouth, release. One more. And then make any final adjustments to be really comfortable. Let your breath settle into a Normal, quiet breath. And feel the weight of your bones releasing into the earth. Feel your mouth releasing your jaw, letting your tongue be heavy in the mouth, teeth slightly apart. Feel your ears, any sounds outside, in the room, in your body. Just noticing how your body picks up on all the layers of sound, not attaching meaning to the sounds. Feel the breath in your nose, possible coolness of the air. And your eyes, release your eyes. Release the tension of looking and seeing outside. Let your eyes be heavy in the socket. Release your brow, your temples. Release the effort of seeing and develop your internal vision. Just sensing what's going on inside, using our senses. And finally, feel your skin, the weight of your body on the floor. Feel your clothes. Feel the coolness and the warmth on your skin. Imagine just gently breathing into your skin, softening the edges. Your thoughts wander, bring them back to your breath. Assimilating the practice of yoga into your body. Now gently start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Stretch. Bend your knees and make your way to your side. Take a couple of breaths here. Then using the strength of your arms and your hands, push back up to a seated position. Your head comes last. And we end the way we began, seated comfortably with the spine extending. Closing your eyes and feeling your breath. Feeling the practice of yoga in your body. Acknowledging yourself for spending this time. Draw your hands in front of your heart. We'll end with the sound of Om. Inhale. Om. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. And open your eyes. Ready for your day. Thank you.